What's going on, y'all? You know where I'm at, and you know what I'm about to do. Just play up on the cow. I want to holler at the bros and the women real quick, and I want to talk about a slogan or a quote that I just made. It goes something like this: a gorgeous man with no masculinity ain't nothing but a pretty bitch. Let me say it again. A gorgeous man with zilch masculinity ain't nothing but a pretty bitch. And of course, the B word, I'm not meaning it in a derogatory way for women or whatnot, but I'm about to explain. You know what I mean, right? We're just talking straight. Women, you ever been talking to a dude or whatnot, you seen him on your first initial reaction to him, you like, damn, he fine, I want to have his kids, all this, that, and third, you go through in your head. Y'all exchange numbers and y'all get the talking back and forth. And the more that you talk to him, the drier that you get. It's because he has zero masculinity. He's fine, he's gorgeous, yes, but he act like a bad bitch. It's almost like he's trying to compete with you on looks. You don't like that, right? And a caveat for that, bruh, this doesn't give you the excuse to be ugly as hell. Now, this doesn't give you the excuse to not be on your P's and Q's when it comes to your dress game, when it comes to your physical appearance, right? We always have to be looking our best whenever we step out or whatnot, trying to get chose, right? You got to be looking the part in order to get chose. So we're gonna get that out of the way before I go on. But ladies, you know what I'm talking about. He just lacks masculine energy, and that turns you off, and it just makes you dry. Bros, and of course the bros over here ain't really got that problem, but for somebody that may have that problem, or you know somebody that has that problem, you need to tell them about themselves so they can help themselves. With bros that are prettier or whatnot, pretty boys, they've kind of sort of had life easier than the rest of us that had to work as far as coming up. You know what I mean? Like the boys in high school, they got all the chicks. All they had to do was just show up, right? And the girls be flocking out to them, so they didn't have to do any work. Now you had some bros, some young boys that were like, okay, I'm about to be in my masculine frame. I'm still about to do my thing. I'm about to have my way. But you have the majority of those bros. It's the same thing with women. You have the majority of those bros that said, okay, all I gotta do is just be pretty and show up, and that's gonna be it. I get on women that think like this, and we also need to get on bros that think like this. Being gorgeous, being tall, dark, and handsome are all good, but that masculinity seals the deal. That's gonna seal the deal every time. I'm gonna tell you right now. It might be a guy that rates on a 5 or 6 on the scale, and you got a guy that rates on the 9 or 10 on the scale, right? But that 5 or 6, he's gonna have more success with women being masculine versus the 9 or 10 that's just gorgeous, but he act like a bitch. Women are attracted to masculinity, and right, they're attracted to people that can provide, right? Whatever that might be, whether it's monetary, protection, assurance, anything, right? They're attracted to that. Of course, like I said, bros, you got to be looking the part, right? You got to be looking good. You got to be smelling good. You got to have it on, whatever you have on. Just make sure it looks good. Make sure your body is right, right? I'm not telling bros not to be them best selves, but what I'm telling you is that's just to get the initial look. But if you want to reel them in, that masculinity is going to close the deal every single time. All right? That's what you got to do. That's what you always got to focus on. And what is masculinity? Of course, when we think about masculinity, you think about me, right? You think about the man with the beard, bald head, stone cold face. All that's good too, right? That stuff is good too. But when you open your mouth, that mouthpiece, do you talk with power? Do you command respect? Do you command the room? Do you set boundaries? Do you let her or anybody know this is what it's gonna be, this is what it's not gonna be? We got a punishment and a reward system. If you do right, you go up. If you do wrong, you go down, right? Do you take accountability? Do you show restraint? These are things that are masculine traits that some pretty boys might not have, because all they had to do was just show up and then the pussy just fall in their lap. I'm not faulting you for that. Hell, I would love to have that kind of life, but that didn't happen for me. So for some bros that grew up like that, you might be at a disadvantage because you're like, okay, I'm pretty or whatnot. All I gotta do is show up and I'm gonna get the woman. But I'm telling you, that used to work back in the day when women didn't know no better. But now that we're all older now, they're looking for other things, right? And something that they always look for that they don't know. They inherently look for somebody that's masculine, somebody that can dominate. And if you cannot dominate, you're gonna get dominated. Bros, I always talk about women that say, okay, when I talk to women, what I say? You can't find a real nigga because you trying to be the real nigga. Bros, you can't find a bad bitch because you the bad bitch. You the bad bitch. That's why. Just feminine traits or whatnot. And another caveat, I know some guys, they might not grew up around their father or whatnot, male influences. So you might be influenced by your mom in many things that you do. It don't make you gay. You just might have a mannerism, right? We all get mannerisms from our parents or whatnot. I have mannerisms from my mom, and I got mannerisms from my dad. But if you didn't have that mom and dad with you coming up, then it might be an imbalance. So you might be doing feminine stuff and you don't even know it, right? Because you just seen it your whole life. So you just going about your day. I really need you to pay close attention to that when you're interacting with women, and especially when you're interacting with other men, because we're gonna pick up on that and we're gonna say, okay, is he moist? Is he sweet, or is something else going on? Because we're going to pick up on those type of things, right? You're flicking your hand, you got a broke wrist when you're talking and shit like that. We're gonna pick up on that. When you're talking, your hands be all flowy and shit, we're gonna pick up on that. Like, it's just things that we inherently do as masculine men, right? So, like I said, bros, being pretty is cool, being gorgeous is cool. I applaud all that. You have an advantage. Being tall is cool. I applaud all that. You have an advantage, right? But when you open your mouth and you're talking, she's gonna know off the bat, okay, I'm dealing with a man, or I'm dealing with a little boy. And let me take that back. You might not even be a little boy. You might be a man, but you don't talk with power. You got to work on talking with power, talking with aggression. You use that testosterone, man. Don't back down. Don't do any of that. Don't hold back. Don't back down. Don't do any of that. Let it all out and let her know that, hey, I'm Macho Man Randy Savage, goddammit. And this is how it's gonna be. Women love that kind of energy. Like, I know we might see online that, okay, women might try to neuter people that think like this, but I'm telling you, in real life, the women that you want, they love this kind of energy. And if she cannot get it from you, she might chill with you or whatnot because you look good or whatnot. You might make her portfolio go up, her stock go up, but she's gonna be banging that dude that's a 5 or 6 that talks to her the way I'm talking. That's what she's gonna be doing. And you're gonna be like, damn, you love me for that? Yeah, because he's a fucking man. And you weren't doing the things that she likes. She's too busy acting like a bad bitch, right? So it is what it is, man. If you know you're doing feminine stuff, work on changing that. Because I'm not gonna just jump out the ball. I'm just not gonna jump out the woods and say that you gay and shit like that. No, that's not the case. You have feminine traits that you need to work on. You need to tone that down and work on being in your masculine frame all the time. And I know I'm talking to pretty boys, but I'm talking to all men. Like that's the secret sauce, right? That's how you get respect. That's how you do it. Nobody gets anything in this earth by being I won't say cool, calm, relaxed, because you can get stuff in this earth being that way. But as far as just walking with your head down, not standing upright, not having your chest out, not doing that, you're not gonna get anything, right? Doing that, you might not get anything also, but you have a better chance of getting something because you putting it out on the table. Like, look, this is what it is. This is what it's gonna be. Are you with it or are you not with it? And that applies to women, business, friends, whatever. Work on your masculine frame. Work on talking with power. Work on getting rid of those feminine traits. Because I'm telling you, she ain't gonna like that. And she's gonna be with that 5 or 6. Get her brains blowed out, right? Get her back blowed out. Versus chilling with you and y'all competing and shit. All on the phone, taking selfies and shit. Like, no. So what you gonna do, man? It's up to you. But anyway, that's my quick video for today. About to go ahead and get my day started. I advise y'all to do the same. Get your ass up.